Today I'm going to look at how to use a pH meter. And before you use a pH meter, you need to fix it on the power supply or the power socket. Then you need to have connected all the parts. So I'll start by first of all connecting the pH meter on the power supply. Then after that, you connect the temperature probe. This is the temperature probe I'm referring to. You connect it there. Then after that, you connect this temperature and pH probe holder there. After you have done that, you can put the temperature probe there. Then now, after that, when you are done with that, you now fix the pH probe. That one has its rod. Fix it there carefully. After that, you are now ready to go. So you have the two, the probe and the temperature in place. Now you switch it on and switch on the machine from the pH meter, and after that you leave it for some time. Then after it has initialized, we will do calibration, and with the calibration of a pH meter is simple. When you go to the machine, when they have indicated calibrate, you press the calibration button. After that, it will give you the pH that you are supposed to calibrate, the buffer that you are supposed to calibrate. So for these purposes, it has indicated for me buffer of pH 7, and as you can look at that, I have a prepared buffer for pH 7. You will put it in the solution and leave the machine to determine the pH of that particular buffer. So you wait until when it has established the pH of that particular buffer. If it is coinciding to the buffer that you have used, then you go to confirm. After you have confirmed, it will get you to another buffer level, and for that purposes, it has now indicated for me that it has confirmed the buffer pH. I press confirm, it goes to the other buffer, and after that you remove the probes and put it in the other buffer solution. The second buffer solution that has been indicated there is buffer of pH 4, and I dip the probes into the pH of 4 and leave it for some time. So with that, as it does that, you wait until it has attained the pH of that, or it has measured the pH of that particular sample. Then you confirm. When you confirm, it goes back to the reading mode where it now detects or it measures the pH of that particular buffer as a solution. And with that, now you are ready. You can now use your pH for pH measurements. You can now use the pH meter for the pH measurements after you have calibrated. And with that, I'm waiting for the establishment of the pH of that particular buffer 4 that I have put there. So after it has determined that, we will now be ready to work with the pH buffer, with the pH meter now for pH measurements. So it has confirmed for me that it has determined the pH of that particular buffer. So I press confirm unit, confirm pattern. From that confirm pattern, it goes back to reading the pH of that particular